Well, speaking of black women, they're under fire.
I know where you going.
I was going to say, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I was
didn't
like,
see it yet.
where's this going?
Fresh and Fit, like they've been canceled many a time. I guess you could say. You know,
Flex the off-whites one time.
they've had people coming out that I'm stretching my leg.
R.I.P. Virgil.
You guys start doing yoga.
Here, it matches with the
R.I.P.
championship.
Virgil. R.I.P. Virgil.
Oh, and the sour strips too.
And the sour shit.
Oh,
Okay. Shout out to our other sponsor, 2020, with the good edibles. I've not been smoking that much,
And the good pre-rolls, too.
so I've been having a good old time with the.
And the good wax.
Okay, are you going to dive back into...
I will dive back in now that I've shown everyone my shoes. So Fresh and Fit, we've seen them go through a bunch of different controversies. Obviously, they had the big controversy with Abbott and Preach, where they were being accused of being hypocrites. They were challenged to a boxing match that didn't happen, etc. Recently, we've seen them, controversial because of fair use, trying to get people's videos taken down, etc. I think today might be like the most viral day that they've had, maybe not for the best reasons. They had Asian Doll on their podcast last night, and she was basically like carrying on side conversations and just sort of like talking to her homegirl while they were doing it and stuff. And to be fair, when you're in that Fresh and Fit environment, it is like, they'll have 10 people and they all have headphones on and they're all kind of expected to be focused on the conversation. And if you do have two people who are talking and then you have a girl who's sitting at the other side of the table talking to her friend into the mic, I mean, it's going to completely fuck up what they're trying to achieve with actually having a conversation on camera. So Asian Doll, whatever, basically Myron kind of told her to fuck off and kicked her out. And, to her credit, she handled it pretty smoothly. She didn't really like wild out or whatever, but she talked some shit afterwards. But then with all this attention on them because, look at Fresh and Fit, they kicked a black woman out of their show, some clips have resurfaced from previous episodes of their show. Josh, can you toss me my phone so we can actually play the audio so we can get the full effect?
I was like, I heard it.
I did not hear about this
I did not
update.
hear about this.
And
You hate black women, so you're completely out of the picture.
Yeah, we forgot
You
about
definitely
that.
do.
Yeah.
What? How is that true?
I hate that every time they name come up now, I just think of House Phone saying, I feel like a high value.
I know, that's so
I
funny.
said, fuck.
We uploaded a clip the other day of from the panel with House Phone fucking doing the impersonation again. I'm just wondering how long until they hit me up and they're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? House Phone.
They already hit me up about that shit.
You got to fucking check this guy, man.
Well, they have bigger problems than House Phone right now.
I
So
know.
Let's check out the audio that Twitter is so offended by, and let's see if we agree that it's offensive.
I'm going to say they're going to call
I
us.
never used that one, bro, but hey, man. I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man. LaQuisha? Yeah, like, me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that.
man.
We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
What?
Sometimes if
That's
they're,
crazy.
Redbone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark.
This
you
is
know
the
what I'm saying?
niggas y'all been capping for? These niggas? What?
Now, we're not going to mention names for certain reasons.
Here's the other one.
Which are traits of feminine women. What's her gram?
What's your stream?
Dude, you got like
love today.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, just keeping it real. I don't really date black girls.
Oh.
No, because like most black girls are,
Fresh just said that?
annoying, how to put this, ratchet, and they don't know how to like be reserved. You're like the complete opposite.
You
So
are not the
props to you.
stereotype.
Yeah,
You are
Wow.
not the
You are
stereotype.
not the same.
Wow.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah,
Oh,
so I
man.
will give you that compliment too.
What's your Instagram?
They really are shooting
it's
themselves in the
crystals.
foot.
Which are traits of feminine women. What?
So yeah, as you,
I
you
can't.
know,
I can't stand by that one.
if
That's
you've
crazy.
ever met a black woman before, you can
As a
probably
man
guess
who
that this
loves
is not a
black
very
women.
popular opinion.
As a man who loves black women and Fresh and Fit, those are my guys, but I can't stand by that shit. I don't fuck with
Bro,
that.
what the fuck?
Yeah, that was kind
I
of
got a black daughter. You know what I'm saying? I got.
Nigga, this nigga is dark himself. How you gonna say I'm not a dark? Like, how
He's
you
from
gonna
Barbados, isn't he?
How are you gonna say that though?
There's some people who have preferences. They may say, "Oh, I like foreign women," or "I like light," but to say that we're not down with brown and
Yeah,
you
that
know,
was
when you
crazy.
say when you say
That was
Bonquisha,
crazy.
Yeah.
you refer to black women with you put them in the same sentence with ratchet,
And you just put in
and
all
stuff
these, like,
that.
blanket statements,
You can't.
like-
I don't fuck with that one.
I couldn't
Can't-
believe it because that's exactly like if you were hanging out with a bunch of racist ass white dudes who thought that they were being funny, talking
That's
about
If
how
you
they
said
fuck-
that,
Yeah,
you're dumb.
yeah.
But you would expect to hear a racist white dude say that, right? It sounds kind of crazy because you're watching a fucking Muslim dude and a dude from Barbados have this conversation where they're kind of shitting on their own kind. I just can't believe that they would say that and not realize how bad the reaction was going to be.
Yeah.
How long have they been doing YouTube for?
like a year or two, like
Like
not
a couple
that long.
years, like 1 year, 2 years, yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna, even though obviously I have my own personal grievances.
Because you basically believe what they said, you just would never say it, right?
what?
You only date white women.
You don't date black
Y'all
women.
got me fucked up. First of all, my
You
girl,
don't date
my
black
girl
women.
is black. What are y'all talking about?
Two black baby mamas. He checks out. He's a known racist.
First of all,
we don't even have to talk about him.
I don't need
true.
to check out to anybody about who I date and
I've
who I
had sex
don't
with
date.
upwards of 2 to 3 black women on camera on
But
OnlyFans.
Who you date,
My girl is black.
Who you date don't fucking really matter.
It don't matter at all.
It don't matter.
But it's like you don't.
But what is your preference?
My preference is
On some
a
real
fat
shit.
ass.
So it don't matter.
That's where I start.
All right, all right.
I start there and then I build from around there.
But is it bad to have a preference? You know what I mean? Like,
no,
it's
no, me
not that.
personally,
But you don't
I love-
disrespect
Exactly.
your own kind
Or just any
and
other
talk down
group.
about.
No, you don't do that.
You can't say like, oh, I don't date white chicks because they all like Starbucks. You know what I mean? It's just
Okay.
like
Who
that's
gives a
such a
fuck
weird,
about that?
such a weird
how about
blanket
this?
statement.
How about
to make.
this? What
That's
if,
not the same as calling
hypothetically,
somebody
I-
a,
I-
what
obviously.
if
a
I said
writer.
I only date Latino women,
That's fine.
but
You don't have to
I'm
disrespect.
basically saying I don't date black women if I said that.
But it's not about basically anything.
You're
you
not
don't have
saying
to
it, but it's
disrespect.
effectively
But
saying
if you,
the same
but
thing.
if you put a negative stereotype saying with Latino women, you feel me? Then it's fucked up. So you can't like black women. And what I mean is the darker their pigmentation, they already got a stigma that people call them ghetto, and you know what I'm saying? They have an internal thing too, where they say light skinned women are more pretty or their hair
like-
is straighter or stuff like that. So it's always
It's
a
all-
problem. So to hear that from a black man,
They're helping
that's
like
fucked up.
perpetuate
Never
it.
perpetuate that and like.
Both of my baby mothers are darker, you know, they're browner complexion.
Especially like y'all niggas aren't the most attractive niggas out there walking either, so
Boss.
y'all niggas need
damn.
to cool it down. Yeah, like
As soon as I saw
bro.
that clip, I knew Adam could relate though, because Adam's done that so many times. Where he,
Whoa.
no,
Whoa, hey, don't
not
even
that
agree
clip.
Whoa.
I'm
Adam
talking.
22
Wait,
loves black
hold on,
women.
hold on. I'm talking
Let
about.
the record show.
I'm talking about the
you
clip where.
said you don't like.
Hold on,
Yeah,
stop.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Can you let me finish? I'm talking about the clip where he tells the girl to stop having the side conversations.
Oh, yeah, I'd be
Because
tweaking
as soon as
that,
I saw
yeah.
that, I was like, Adam's had to say that a million times. Where
You're like,
yo,
yeah, Adam 22 relates to hating black women.
nah, that's not what I was trying to say.
Well, no, if he had called Asian doll Shaniqua, I think she would have
Oh,
jumped
man.
over the table and attacked him for
Yeah,
sure.
you can't say that.
He's like, I don't give a fuck who she is. I don't know who she is
And
anyway.
you know, and her homegirl goes, "That's King Von's ex-girlfriend." He's like, "I don't give a fuck." He's like, "What the fuck?" Like, he doesn't know what the significance of that is.
yeah,
Like,
he's tripping.
As soon as he
tripping.
said like you can leave though, like 5 or 6 people in the room were
See,
like, yo,
you can-
chill.
You
No,
can
no, no,
have
like
the
she's not
same
leaving.
energy for all women. You feel me? If you're gonna do that, but when you say that you're not down with Brown and you don't
That
date
shit
that,
was-
that's where you cross the line.
But Asian
That
Doll
was-
is a famous rapper. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna
And
have a
she's
famous
fucking
rapper
gorgeous.
on the show, you should probably expect that you're gonna have to show her some respect or she's gonna be out. But also, I mean, I understand where they're coming from because that shit is annoying as fuck when you all have microphones in front of your face and someone is doing the side conversation thing.
Yeah, it's just honestly, it's just more and more stuff just coming out about them that's just so lame. I'm sorry. Like I know that's y'all homies, but it's just like
that was lame though. I
it's
can't,
just like
I can't,
every
I can't
week,
stand by that.
Every
that one.
week is something just lame as fuck, and I'm just like, I knew I had a inclination for a reason.
I don't know.
That's all I gotta say.
I mean, I don't think it was a wise series of comments for them to make in the past. I don't know, like who.
Listen, I get the whole like, you know, it's our first year in YouTube. We not really versed in like.
But they're old enough to understand.
That's what
like,
I'm saying,
You can
like-
say that you don't like specific personality traits without attributing it to like certain,
Exactly.
you know, nationalities. Like,
Shout out
The
to
fact
Yuri.
that they had so many jokes on deck, the Shaniqua thing, the Night Ride, they
Yeah,
had
that was
hella
aw-
nicknames
yeah.
thought up for
Shame
talking
on you,
about
Fresh.
this. No,
And I'm gonna be honest, have you? They don't really even have that many black girls on the panel of 20 women. There'll be like one or two
there'll
sprinkled
be some
in.
black women, but you got to imagine it might be harder to get them to pull.
I
up
mean,
now.
but it is Miami though. There's
What
more.
does that mean?
In Miami, there's more
Black girls everywhere in Miami.
No, but I'm saying like on the scene where they get women and stuff, there's way. If you go to Miami, you're gonna see way more foreign women. If you come to
Yeah.
Los Angeles, you'll see more like black women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every guy that go to Miami, they usually with some
Some Latina looking
Latina
girl.
bitch with a BBL or something like that.
yeah.
Like
that's
what
why
they
you
with
go
that.
to Miami, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, sample the BBLs.
See, like if they had a show out here, it'd be a totally different type of woman, and the women out here ain't gonna go for that shit.
Fresh
That's
and Fit
what I'm
Compton
saying.
is coming soon.
If you had somebody like Gina on the panel, she gonna go crazy.
It's gonna
on
be
you.
more blammies getting pulled out
for
again.
sure, for sure.
Gina, do you have a comment about the Fresh and Fit? She said she would have beat them up already. If
If they
were
was,
out
if
here.
they was
Wow.
on the West Coast and they did that to somebody's
Yeah.
sister,
Yeah.
You think if Fresh and Fit was located out here, that Big U
if
would have
that
pulled
was
up, or
if that
something?
was
Wack
my
would've
if
pulled
that was
up?
my sister and they did her like that out
Oh
here,
yeah. I feel like the lesson to be learned here is stop having 20 people on the podcast. Just have,
It's not
like,
that many.
cap it at 10
it was
or
only like
something.
5 or 6 girls,
Oh,
and
that's
then
true,
them,
that's
like in
true.
that episode.
The
it wasn't
lesson,
that many
the
chicks.
lesson to be learned is keep your fucking opinion to yourself and just.
Or
That's it.
you can have an opinion, but it's the way that you
It's
come,
the way
you
that
come across somebody.
You calling like the Shaniquas and we don't. We're not down with the brown nigga.
And then-
you are brown.
and then when you
what the
come,
fuck are you talking
when you
about?
come to LA,
Look at yourself in the mirror.
when you come to LA, like
And I know Fresh ain't talking about nobody being dark. Come on, bro. Like that don't make no sense, bro.
Damn.
when you come to
Y'all
LA
niggas
though,
are out of pocket.
these women got uncles and daddies that are
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Who are not going for that shit. But location is everything. Like they probably can have a dating show in Hash Brown Town. There's gonna be a whole bunch of you guys.
We should definitely start that. Nah, but the question is like, how much does the Fresh and Fit audience give a fuck about all these women being pissed off about Fresh and Fit on Twitter today? I'm guessing
I
not
think the
that
audience
much.
don't give a fuck.
yeah,
They like that shit.
I don't think they care
Yeah.
either.
Like their whole thing is when they like to see women get kicked off the show.
That's their goal.
That's
is like
a
to get
highlight.
people angry. Sometimes I feel like, right?
See, like I think it went from trying to tell women, like basically like the Kevin Samuels to Fresh and Fit shit, like telling women what it really is, and then now it's just like WWE.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
get the fuck out of here, brother. You know what I'm saying?
They're
Like
just trying to get high value women in there so they can body slam them through the table.